What's going on, people? Welcome to J Talks Charles and welcome to my match preview of our upcoming Champions League group stage game against Zenit, and of course it's going to be taking place at Stamford Bridge for the 8 o'clock kickoff. Can't wait. Champions League is back. Champions of Europe, of course. Hopefully going to be going and trying to defend our title the best we can. It's going to be an interesting game. So before we get into the preview, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and of course if you do, why not hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on new uploads. Also, if you could leave a like, it'd really be appreciated if you did. And yep, so let's get on to the preview. So of course we come off the back of that really good, decent 3-0 win, of course, at Stamford Bridge against Aston Villa in the Premier League. Wasn't the best overall performance, we were a bit sloppy at times, but overall we were clinical and we got the job done against a Villa side that had quite a few decent chances, but we also did look defensively solid as well. We actually didn't look like conceding too many of the chances that did end up coming our way, so I think we were quite good overall over the pitch, and there was a good win. So we go into this game on decent form and of course looking to hopefully get a big win as we move in. So let's now move into some of the team news. So Christian Pulisic and N'Golo Kante both look still to be out with those injuries. With other team news, could we see the likes of maybe Mason Mount and Andreas Christensen coming into the starting lineup after I believe they were both rested for the game against Villa? I think they played a lot of the international games, so I think that's why they were rested. But also one player that I really want to talk about is Saul Niguez. Had a bit of a poor debut, of course, against Villa, but could we see him coming back into the team and obviously having a bit more of a run out in the Champions League? Of course, he's probably going to be a lot more used to the pace of the Champions League. It's not quite as quick, I don't think. So could we maybe see him come back into the team and maybe get a bit of a second chance? I would personally like to see it, and I think I would personally start him in this game. Could we also see Trevor Chalobah make his Champions League debut? I think that would just be so cool. I think he's definitely deserved it. I mean, the way he's played in some of the recent games that he has started, he's looked so composed, so comfortable at the back, and I think he probably actually deserves to start, to be honest, and I would absolutely love to see him make his Champions League debut. That would be really, really cool. Also, Thomas Tuchel has confirmed that a trio of players, Malang Sarr, Ross Barkley and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, will all be in the squad for tomorrow's game. So I think that's really interesting. Of course, Malang Sarr, who was on loan last season at Porto, I believe, and of course Ross Barkley, who was alone at Villa, had a few injuries, and of course Loftus-Cheek has also, of course, had a few injuries. So it'd be good to see them in the squad, maybe get some chances. Might even see one starting. Could we also see the first start of the season for Chilwell? I don't really understand why Chilwell hasn't really been playing this season. We know Alonso is better as a wing back and suits it more, but I still feel like Chilwell is obviously the better player, and we spent a lot of money on him, so I don't really know what's happening there. We'll have to see how that transpires throughout the season. But yeah, could we see Chilwell starting his first game? Also, of course, if he starts, it'll be really nice to see the big man up front, Lukaku, playing in the Champions League at Stamford Bridge. Whether or not he gets rested or not for this game, I'm not sure. Personally, I think Tuchel will go for a stronger lineup. He tends to go for a stronger lineup, so I think personally we will see Lukaku in this game, and I think if he does play, let's hope he gets a big goal in the Champions League at Stamford Bridge. So I'm going to talk about our group before we get into talking about Zenit, and of course our group consists of course ourselves, Juventus, who of course is going to be a big games when we come up against them. Of course, they do not have Ronaldo anymore, so we don't know how that's going to affect them. But of course, they're still a good team with good players. And then, of course, we have Zenit, and of course, we also have Malmo of Sweden. So, on paper, a bit of an easy group. You expect us and Juventus on paper to go through, but who knows? Could be some shocks. But of course, Juventus, that's going to be definitely some big games to look to, and obviously Zenit and Malmo as well. So I'm now going to talk about our opponents, and they're of course FC Zenit St Petersburg, and of course they play in the Russian league, of course. And I actually don't know too much about Zenit overall, but I've actually gone and looked at a few things. So the last 3 games they have played against Akhmat, and they won that 3-1 at home. They then played CSKA Moscow, of course one of the bigger teams in Russia. They beat them 1-0 at home as well, and then they also played against FC Ufa. 1-1 draw away. They also won the Russian Super Cup as well, and I think they've automatically qualified. So I don't think they had any qualifiers within the Champions League. We also found out a couple of players from Zenit. Sardar Azmoun, sorry if I'm butchering that name, striker, plays up front of course for them. He's actually scored 5 goals in 7 appearances, so decent. And they've also got the former Liverpool defender, Dejan Lovren, of course, a bit of a familiar face there as well. So let's talk about the match itself and how I think it's going to go. Now, of course, on paper, we are the favourites, and of course, everyone's probably thinking that we're probably going to get a big win in this game. Of course, you can't underestimate any team in the Champions League, but hopefully, of course, we can have enough to beat Zenit and get hopefully a big, comfortable win, and let's hope we do get that. So there was my match preview for our upcoming Champions League group stage game against Zenit at Stamford Bridge. Can't wait for it, guys. Champions League is back. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you think this game is going to go? But yeah, overall, really excited. Can't wait. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Come on, you Blues, up the Chelsea.